Guys, welcome to our next video. Is the Gundam GPO4. It's my favorite support in the game at the current moment. It is such a fun little suit. I play it a little too aggressive. I play it like a general type, even though it's a support type, and for a very valid reason that works out more times than not. I say it works out like maybe 51% of the time, so just that little 1% on the positive. But essentially, this suit is very unique for support in the sense of what it can do eh, via skills. So, hopping into my build here, um, it has one gun, the GPO4 long rifle. It has a decent damage melee weapon, the Beam Saber Enhanced Type 2. Its sub weapons are also pretty good. It has the GPO4 beam rifle, which has features an E-Pack, so it counts as a magazine-fed weapon, and the Gerber's shield, which is a nice shield because it's large and it has about 3.5k health before any parts to enhance. So what I run on this suit is quick loader level 2. This helps with the E-Pack rifle. It keeps it reloading faster. Granted, 6% is it is percentage. It helps out more than level 1, of course. Anti-melee armor level 3 because I'm a support and I have a ton of mid-range slots that I can use. Enhanced melee program 4, and this is for the reason I like this suit a lot and something you can abuse on this suit. Enhanced firing programs 1 through 4, I put all of them on there just to max out damage, and in strengthened frame level 5, it's more valuable than new model frame because it gives 1200 health compared to 800. But it does take up a little bit of all slots, but at the same time I'm not using close range slots or anything, so really I only take it one more slot, and 2 of them are in something irrelevant to this suit. This suit is very special, seeing how it has a lot of thrusters and a lot of speed for a support type suit. Its modifier for ranged, it was 45, so I upped it to 70 with my build. Its melee resistance is now 22, up from 12, and if you notice, I've enhanced the melee boost by 10, but it's sitting at 20, so it had 10 melee boost already. So that was pretty high for a support suit. But this is what I really like about it. It's going to a skill. So it's got high performance radar level 3, which means its effective range is 450 meters. So that's most of the map, really. It's got enhanced scope level 3, which means it can snipe up to a 6x zoom. It has observational downlink level 1, as most supports do. It has scouting parallel processing device, which means when you're scoped in, you still have your radar displayed on your screen. You have the aerospace gimbal, which means that you basically can rotate at much sharper angles in space, allowing you to basically get a lot more shots off and or have more precise movement. It has force injector level 1, so it can actually have some maneuverability. It also features high spec AMBAC, and the thing I like most is it has a melee combo controller. Now here's the thing. AMBAC is literally a space version of Bouncer in a way, since you don't have to stop to return to normal movement. So essentially, your gun, your long rifle, is an instant stagger if it hits an opponent. Your beam rifle is a 3-shot stun. Either of those things with a 2.2k base power melee hit from your neutral swing is very, very funny because you're going to stagger them. If you time it right, stagger them with your neutral swing and then hit them with the downswing and send them off to the side. You can collapse on them just right. You can hit second downswing if you hug your opponent before they're able to get up. The suit also has space topography. It is a space-only suit. So, this suit has a lot of stuff going for it, and it is my favorite unrestricted. It's actually my favorite support. Granted, I can only play in space. It is also really fun to use during space dailies and in custom matches in unrestricted. So let's hop into this little match here in dark space, and we'll go over some stuff. Really, the combo isn't too intensive. It is just like you can mix up stuff, but you really can't mix up too much. Most of its weapons are self-sustaining or independent, and or they just don't really. There's like no combo potential really outside the melee combo. So let's take a look here at these enemies. we'll attack the Granddad Gundam. So my sniper rifle is gonna do a ton of damage. It's gonna do about 3.7 to this Granddad Gundam, as you saw in stagger normally. So we're gonna shoot it again, and we're gonna do our melee combo. I'll show you what I'm talking about hugging it at the end of the combo. So hit it, go up, hit the stagger, downswing. The downswing takes a second to cancel. You hug it. I was a little late, but you're seeing what I'm talking about now. If you're close enough, you have to be close enough to hit the downswing on the second downswing, or else you're not going to hit it. Yes, you can neutral swing, but that's not as, in all honesty, it's not as fun. You don't do as much damage. So, my go-to combo is usually something along these lines. I shoot it once, you know, get close enough. I start hitting with my beam rifle, get the stagger, and then go in for the melee. See how it's working now? So, your sniper rifle can only fire 2 shots before it overheats, normally. But by the time you're ready to fire again, if you wait like an extra 4 seconds, you should be able to fire without overheating. So if you're trying to maximize damage, you would shoot your main gun, switch to your sub beam rifle, shoot it until 3 shots and then stagger. By the time that happens, you should be able to shoot again with your main gun. The thing is, at that point you only have 2 shots with your EPAC rifle. You shoot those 2 shots, you buy yourself some time. As if you're kiting away. If you're trying to go for melee, it'd be more in line to what we were just doing. You shoot, start closing the distance, hit 3 times with your EPAC rifle, going for the melee combo, and then there you go. This suit could be played very aggressively. It is very fast, and Force Injector and AMBAC are really fun to use because it keeps your maneuverability up, which some raids that aren't really fit to fight in space are played at 450 at unrestricted, and they're like 450 suits. So like imagine see what's the suit that can go in space, like the G3. The G3 is not going to keep up with you. You'll be able to kite it around, you know, annoy the player who's currently playing it, and you know you'll probably end up kiting them down until you can kill them. Note that the downswing also shares the same animation as the Gabera Tetra, mostly because the GPO4 is the Gabera. Hence why they kind of give it the same animation. But you also got to remember the suit has no Vulcans, which means if you're caught out of ammo, you have no way to really defend yourself, and you got to buy yourself some time. That's where your maneuverability and your mobility comes into play, because you're able to basically outrun opponents while your redlined weapons reload. That's also why I put reload parts for my EPAC rifles. So if I do, well, I will end up emptying the magazine if I somehow end up redlining my main rifle. This should be reloading fast enough to actually be somewhat useful. But one thing is with the level 2 reload part, I should, if I redline my main rifle and shoot and reload this one at the same time, they should be ready about the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redline my sniper, and then we're going to switch over, reload my EPAC rifle, and we'll time it. All right, they should be ready about the same time. Even though I'm going to reload the EPAC second. So there's 1, there's 2, reload. You can see they're both almost on the same timer, even though I started reloading this one second. The EPAC will be ready first because of the reload part, but now this is ready, which means I can buy myself some more time now. Get the stun in, my sniper rifle's ready, and now we're back to the old combo, as you can see. Which means you're back alive, you're not in a precarious situation anymore, you're able to do something. Also, you gotta remember, since you don't have balancer, you can't get out of, I should say balancer, you can't really get out of the melee as fast in this suit, so when you downswing, you are pretty vulnerable for most of the duration of the animation. Unless the animation starts ending, and he starts retracting the beam saber, you're able to start moving side to side, up and down, and able to get out of there. You don't have maneuver armor, you don't have evasive control, so you can't dodge roll or abuse maneuver armor to get out of the way, but it is, you know, kind of, it's still support. It's not going to get those tools. It's kind of a lucky it gets the double swing with this much maneuverability and all that. So we take what we can get around here, you know? And other than that, there's, you know, if there's any support that you can roll that's unrestricted that you want for space, this should be it. The Super Gundam just came out. So this video, I'm gonna date it as January 18th, 2020. The Super Gundam just came out this banner week, and this suit and the Super Gundam have similar, I shouldn't say similar play styles, but their primary weapon is essentially a one-shot stun, with the Super Gundams being a piercing shot, this one being just a standard hit first target stop. But they're both instant stun shots. If there's any support that's locked to unrestricted at the current moment, or 550 that you're looking for space, I highly consider this if you rolled it and not the Super Gundam. The Super Gundam itself is also pretty strong too, with its own gimmicks. I can't make a video on it, I have not rolled it yet, but when I get it, I'll be sure to make a video about it. But yeah, I highly recommend the suit. Is fun, it's unique for support, and it's, you know, it's just too fun to really put down for me. If I have a chance to play it in space, I'm playing it. But yeah, if there's anything I missed, make sure to tell me in the comments below. Send me a message on PlayStation. My tag is Deranged Pyro. And yeah, if you like this video, smack that like button. Any suits you want to see in the future, let me know in the comments. And yeah, this has been Deranged Pyro, aka Grandy Warrior, signing off.